Hi, so today we are going to talk about how Financial 500 class has potential areas for application. And then first is I'm going to talk about my current role. I am a marketing manager at a furniture company called Dakotas. And let's see how those concepts that we learn in class can be applicable for my career. First, I believe that accounting and finance principles can enhance the effectiveness and the efficiency of my job. And then the principle obviously aid in helping maintain accurate records, making informed decisions, and ensure compliance with regulations. And first, I'm gonna talk about the double entry that I learned in class. How double entry accounting involves in recording each transaction in at least two accounts. So what we talked about in class a lot of time is the assets equals liabilities plus equity. How it can apply to my career is the accuracy in record keeping. So by employing those concepts, I can make sure that every transaction is accurately recorded. If there's any time where I need to put those into, let's say, a financial statement or even do like a financial analysis, I will be able to help identifying those trends and making forecasts and conducting the variance analysis. And second, we're going to talk about the managerial accounting and decision making. So, managerial accounting is a process of identifying, analyzing, interpreting accounting information for internal use. Um, and by accurately calculating the costs associated with producing the products. So, for example, like for our company as a furniture company, that will include the direct materials, labor, overhead. We can set the prices to make sure that we have good profitability while remaining our competitiveness in the market. So, for example, recently we had a product launch and we used the cost plus pricing to set a price that cover all costs. Like for example, like the transportation, the overhead, and then and we provide a target profit margin to make sure that new product contributed positively to our bottom line. And in the midst of that, I realized, wow, like our shipping cost actually takes up a good chunk of our, our profit. And in which the cost control becomes like really important because, um, the budgeting and variance analysis, they can help controlling the cost and identify areas where efficiency can be improved. um, and in my position as like a marketing manager, I have to do a lot of budgeting. And so therefore cost control is a crucial part of my responsibilities. For example, like I need to analyze and identify our where inefficiencies happen. And so I can implement like a more stringent process for expenses. And yeah, so I think like this concept could be very beneficial. Another is the pricing decision. Even though I don't have direct control over the pricing, but based on the budget that I provide, like the CEO and then the founder can provide a decision for the end result, like for the pricing of the product. So then we can achieve desired profit margins. And um yeah, and then the next one, yeah. Next one is cost behavior and cost value and profit analysis. So cost behavior analysis examines how costs change with varying levels of activities, while cost value profit CVP and analysis explore the relationship between cost, volume, and profit. And understanding this can help people like me in marketing make informed decisions about pricing, promotion, and budget allocations. And I particularly found like the fixed variable costs very beneficial because that allowed us to see um, what is a fixed cost and identify the high fixed cost. And that way we can see how we might need to lower our fixed costs by, for example, like changing a vendor to ensure long term profitability. Another thing is the break even analysis, and because that will help us determine the minimum sales required to cover cost. So, which this is also crucial for setting the sales targets and pricing strategies. And the next thing is the profit planning aspect. Um, and just using the analysis will help us understand the impact and changes in cost and value on profit. And yeah, so if something is like, the cost is really high, then we probably need to plan ahead and see, where we can make more effective decisions. And the contribution margin, it is sales revenue minus variable cost, and understanding that um, can help us prioritize the more valuable projects. And next. So the financial statement analysis and long-term planning, um, the key aspect of it um, is that involves financial statement to assess the company's performance, and while long-term planning focus on strategy and sustainable growth. Um, so with strategy planning, it involves like financial statements. So that was like from the first like week to around like fourth week. That's what we've been doing, identifying um, the growth management, and then like to see the company's financial health capacity for growth, aid in making informed decisions about expansions, investment, and funding requirements. And yeah, so I just think that overall, this class has been, very, very helpful, very informational. And then I definitely learned a lot in terms of, what we learned. On top of that, even this, when we talk about stock prices and how to invest in stocks, even with within, all these like infographics where we need to see where everything goes, like in the streamlined type of way. Um, yeah, we understand that something is probably need to be prioritized versus not. And yeah, so in terms of the, the long-term planning, there is a lot of integration that we can do. That includes budgeting, forecasting, capital expenditure planning, and even risk assessment. And then in terms of strategic decision making, obviously, if you're the business owner, you get to decide, if um, the the financial statement, if it help us identify profitable markets, and if it is really profitable, we can target the markets and maximize our revenue growth. And yeah, so overall, um, I think this class just provides like a good holistic view of business performance, identify business growth opportunities, and then help us align the resources with, like for me, it's the marketing initiatives to achieve competitive advantage in today's market. So yeah, so I think this is really good, a really informal, informational class, and I really appreciate it. So yeah, that's all.